And so when you're evolving and growing, you basically have sort of a choice. You can be consistent and stay the same, or you can be inconsistent and evolve. When a caterpillar is turning into a butterfly, it's contradicting itself. Right? It can't stay a caterpillar and turn into a butterfly. It has that has to die. It has to change. It has to admit that its old form was inferior and that there's a superior form that it needs to evolve to. And that's all part of the growth process. So you might notice that some of the things I talk about in the future are going to contradict things I've said in the past. And you might wonder, well, why is that? Well, because I'm evolving. And the reality is that reality is such a complex thing that there's no way that you can be born and just nail it on your first try. What's going to happen is you're going to make many, many mistakes in making sense of reality, modeling reality, many, many self-deceptions, many mistakes. And you need to adopt an attitude of admitting those as soon as possible and then correcting yourself, even if that means that you're going to contradict yourself. It's better to contradict yourself than to be wrong for the rest of your life and yet be consistent. Don't fall into this trap of sort of a foolish, naive consistency. What you want is evolution. And really, ideally, what you want is that every year when you look back upon your life, you want to be saying, my God, how stupid I was the year before. And how stupid I was the year before that. And you want to be doing that every year. This means you're growing. And I really feel that. Like when I look back at my episodes that were done 5 years ago, I cringe. Like it's cringeworthy. The things I said and how I behave are cringeworthy. And that just shows how much I've grown. Because if I look back at my old episodes from 5 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, that's awesome. That means I wouldn't have grown. You see? So the lesson here for you is that this isn't just happening to me. This is also going to happen to you if you're growing along with me. Your understanding will significantly ripen and solidify and change over time. And you need to be comfortable with that. Your friends, your family might think you're inconsistent. Your students, your clients might think you're being inconsistent. But actually what you are is you're growing. The mind loves to invent narratives and construct sense-making. And then as you awaken and you do this deconstruction work that we do here, you become more and more aware of your own mental constructs and how your mind is constructing reality. And those constructs then need to be let go, or they need to be changed or upgraded to better constructs. This is what we call construct awareness. Go see my episode called The 9 Stages of Ego Development, especially part 3, where we talk about construct awareness. So I'm becoming painfully aware of construct awareness at this point. Like it's really bad. See, to be able to teach these things, I have to construct mental constructs to give to you. And they're useful, they're like training wheels, but these mental constructs then become their own limits. And they also need to be transcended and upgraded to better constructs and so on. And so this will be happening going forward. I will be inventing better mental constructs going forward, upgrading the old ones, right? So you never want to cling to your mental constructs too much. You want to always remind yourself that, oh, this model here or this explanation of something there, this is a mental construct. It's not absolute truth. Therefore, we can always adjust it, improve it, throw it away, find something new, etc. So yeah, mental constructs can contradict and conflict with each other as you grow over time. And the narratives you create also will require retooling as you develop. And your mind basically operates on narratives. What you have of reality is not absolute truth. What you have is you have a bunch of narratives, and these narratives are biased, limited, finite, short-sighted. They're only as good as how much experience you've had, how awake you've become, what states of consciousness you've accessed, what kind of information you've fed into your mind, what kind of perspectives you've heard of and haven't heard of yet. As you hear more perspectives, your narratives will change. As you acquire more life experience, your narratives will change. As you awaken deeper, your narratives will change.